No, we represent. We represent.
Yes.
We do. How has it been back in London? How does it feel for the second premiere? How's it?
It's lovely, actually. I haven't been here for a while.
Put your hands together for Lupita Nyong'o! Making her MCU debut as Aneka and Warrior in the Dora Milaje. Please give a massive welcome.
For us was special. We felt proudly and deeply represented in the first one, and now
As Namor is Tenoch Huerta Meji. As Namor is Tenoch Huerta Meji.
There's something very powerful about being in a group and being one of many. We had boot camp, we trained every day in the heat, sweating with sticks and spears, learning something
Kasumba!
I got nightmares in my head, I fear.
Drive, it's Winston Duke! Question for you, Michaela. They want to know, how much did you have to train for your part in the movie?
Yeah, we pretty much
She's back once more as the fiercely loyal leader.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a
Such incredible work, and he made things that were very difficult look extremely easy. He made speaking Osha look like he was just breathing, like he was born speaking it, or the way he would move and the way he would handle his stunt
He was
work.
smooth with it.
He was incredible. So we saw him actually.
I'm very excited for kids who get to see this because we didn't have it.
You're welcome. Joined here by the radiant Lupita Nyong'o. Oh my goodness! Yes, yes. Lupita, you know.
Okay, gentlemen, we're gonna move you straight through. You go, Liz.
I know you are a man of very few words, but I just want to hear you say Wakanda Forever.
Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, baby! Yeah. Thank you so much for coming over to us. More TikTok. How excited are you to watch this movie?
I'm very, very excited. Very excited. There's wonderful people in it, wonderful friends of mine, and I'm...
It's edgy. I don't think it's expected, you know what I mean? And I think that that's what's really... There's triumphs and breakthroughs. There's nothing more powerful than that. So to be a part of an ensemble of women where that is just second, I'm very excited for kids who get to see this because we didn't have it.
Well, November the 11th, it is on. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever is out.
Kia was doing better than I was, so playing her actually helped me heal.
Well, look, we cannot wait to see what you bring to the...
It feels amazing, you know, the energy is different, there's a lot of love, a lot of support. So to be out here with people that really care and support my career means the world to me. Oh man, it feels amazing. I'm really proud of Shuri's growth. I'm really proud of the woman that she's becoming, and I'm really proud of the way in which this film, she just stretches and grows. Being a strong role model for so many girls around the world, and the way that Shuri represents a strong, beautiful black woman is something that I'm incredibly proud of. Getting back with my cast and crew again, just reconnecting with everyone, creating beautiful, fun scenes, but also scenes that really honor my brother as well at the same time. Because you need to go see it. You know, we work so hard, we put so much dedication and hard work into it, so you have to see it, don't miss out.
Well, I think what they did. I mean, on the script with the character is fantastic. But then they hired these advisors that were Mayan. They grew up in Mayan communities. These guys made a fantastic job. They are scholars. So I think all the mix and how they create this world based on Mesoamerican culture, especially Mayan culture, is fantastic. And for me, it's a great opportunity to be part of this world, but as well to be part of this strong and beautiful representation.
It felt really good to be back as Nakia. It's the first time well, maybe that's not true. I actually maybe reprised a role before. But anyway, it felt really good to be Nakia again, to watch her grow and to learn from her. Black Panther is loved around the world because it's unique, it's different, it's powerful. Ryan Coogler tells a superhero story with depth, and I think people respond to being treated like they're smart. Love of country and love of self keeps Nakia going. The War Dogs are different from the Dora Milaje because they are the spies. They're the ones who go out and keep Wakanda sovereign by letting them know what's going on around the world. Fans can expect for Black Panther Wakanda Forever to move them in ways that they might not be ready for. They can expect a wild ride. We have action under the water, over the land, and in the sky. And they should expect to feel good, I think.
Oh, it's incredible. This is probably the biggest, most electric carpet that we've had so far for Wakanda Forever. It's beautiful.
The energy is really great.
The energy is incredible. The setup is great. And, you know, it feels really welcoming. It's wonderful. Oh, the collaboration was incredible. Ryan Coogler really creates an atmosphere where you can feel safe to do your best work. So it's a very easy place to get into. Personality-wise, M'Baku. Physically, it's definitely Namor. Favorite moment on set was the training. There's a lot of water in this movie. So as you know, Namor the Submariner is in the name, right? He's part of the more Atlantis-like world in Marvel. So we had a lot of swimming. We were training on like free diving and holding our breath. I got to hold my breath up to about 5 to 6 minutes. So that was fun. You know, this movie is deeply about grief and how it shows up in our lives. And after the last 3 years, you know, we're not the only ones after losing Chadwick that are suffering from grief. After coming through the pandemic, a lot of us have gone through loss, have dealt with loss. And this movie is very permissive. It lets you know that there's no pretty way to do it. There's no safe way. There is no right way to grieve. It just is grief. And that you should give yourself the space and permission to do so. And, you know, it's one of those things where it's not always or a usual thing in history where we're all kind of on the same page. You know, like we're all on the same page right now after what we've gone through. And I think we all need that message that we can grieve and it's okay.
You know, she's in a world that's been very hit very hard by a lot of pain and tragedy. Losing T'Challa, us losing Chadwick, it was a very difficult time, and that's reflected in the film. Like, she is the woman who's holding the country in its secure place. She's the head of the intel, the head of the armed forces, but what she's going through is very much a process of grief as well. But can she really go through it? It was incredible, but it was also, you know, a journey for us of grief and loss, but it was also incredible to be back around each other, knowing what we were doing was entirely about honoring our brother. We're family, you know, it's all family. It's family. So, you know, it's very exciting to be around each other and to spend time back together like this. It's very much a really cool thing, actually, because she's so amazing. We respected her so much before, so it's really exciting to see her.
I don't know. I have no idea. They didn't give me a script for the intervening 4 years. just up to his usual shenanigans of being in the CIA and I think helping out Wakanda whenever he can. Yeah. That suspicion is slightly over now. I think he is he's firmly an ally of Wakanda. Yeah, and I think he, within the confines of his job and his role, he will do as much for them as he can, and he advocates for them as much as he can. Yeah. It doesn't. I do the same preparation for everything, really. Also, it's slightly. I've played him before a few times, so it's more familiar by now. Do you know what I mean? So it's like putting on a nice jacket that I'm familiar with and that I really enjoy playing. Yeah. Lovely. I didn't do it enough because I wasn't with them as much as I wanted to be. But when I saw them, it was lovely. And when I saw Ryan, I love being on set with Ryan. He's fantastic. And no, it was all a real pleasure. It was quick for me. This one was pretty quick. I was in and out within 2 weeks. So it wasn't as much hanging out time as had not happened before. But it was good, you know. It felt different, obviously, because without Chadwick, it feels different. And you definitely feel his absence. But it was also a great pleasure to be back on board. Yeah. Oh, I think it's one of those films that are around today that will be really, really enhanced by seeing it on the big screen. There is so much going on. It looks beautiful. There's so much action, but yet so much of everything happening that, yeah, it's a bit. I don't know, man. I think you see everything on a big screen if you can. Certainly this as well. Yes.
It's like coming home. Like, I really love playing that character. Love working with my colleagues, and it's just a nice feeling. It's a warm feeling, and it's a safe space to work. It's like a great present. I've never asked for something like that. I didn't know where I would be, where the character would be after movie 2, 3, 4. So it's just nice, and I just really enjoy it. It felt very familiar because we trained together already for the other production. We spent a lot of time together, and we were also very focused. We were sad, but we were all together, and it was nice, and when we supported each other. It's exciting. Yeah, because people are always asking me, like, how do you continue the legacy? And it's like positive, and it's powerful, and it's like we all move forward, even though it's not always easy. But I'm excited for the world to see it. Ayo Okoye? Yeah. I think the general. I mean, there's a reason why she's our leader.
It felt quite different. We were getting back into characters that we knew, whereas on the first Black Panther, we were finding those characters on the day. Like, we knew much more about Wakanda. The world knew more about Wakanda, and that part of it was comforting and enabled us to move faster and I think go deeper, if that makes sense. But there was an obvious thing that was different, which was last time we were all together, Chad was there with us physically. It still felt like he was there, in spirit. But that was probably the biggest difference. It was great. Like working with, I got the best of both worlds. I got the thrill of meeting new people and working with them, and I got the ability to go to new places with people who I known and had working relationships and already had developed a shorthand with. I felt incredibly fortunate. It's a film that really benefits from a crowd. I loved going to the movies growing up. It was a big part of my life. I missed it during the pandemic. I'm happy to be, able to go back to the theaters. And I think this film was made with that in mind. It was made with audiences in mind.